Hey guys, MC Mura here. So today we're looking at the Alex or the March update balance changes for Akuma. And to my surprise, I think Akuma got the biggest meaningful nerf out of all of the top tiers, which is weird. I think at least, right? I think his nerf is probably gonna impact him more than what they did with Ryu. So what are the changes with Akuma? The first one is to his standing medium punch, where now this is gonna have like 13 recovery frames. Again, this is not like a footsie's normal, so it's not normal that you are typically gonna be whiffing a lot, but yeah. I mean, that obviously is a change, right? Obviously, he also got the universal overhead change, where his overhead is only gonna be +1. And I'm pretty sure that Akuma also had meaty setups where he can get plus on block overhead. That's not gonna happen regular, right? Like not without drive rush. I think he's gonna be negative now, so that also is huge. But obviously, the situation afterwards, he doesn't really get like a low shake into reward, so that's actually a big change, because his overhead was one of these moves that carries the most momentum out of drive rush. So the fact that the situation after is weaker is a nerf to Akuma. Now, they did give him a buff to his crouching heavy punch, and this one is so specific. The idea here, and it works with a change to the OD fireball, where they made the fully charged fireball much faster. The OD charges the fully charged fireball, that is much faster, and this now is gonna be +20 on block. Dude, it is +20. And I think this guarantees that the opponent have to hold a heavy kick, right? I don't think they can duck it. +20 is so much. +20 pretty much give you like a drive rush mix, right? So because he that is actually insane. But yeah, so crushing heavy punch into fully charged fireball, that's now +20 on block. Dude, that is insane. That's actually insane. But the reason that they did this is that they wanted it so that if you happen to get like a punish counter, I don't think on counter it, I think only on punish counter, right? Yeah. So on punish counter, crouching heavy punch into OD fully charged fireball, this now combos. As you can see, it's much faster and it combos, and this does create some interesting juggles for Akuma. Like, you can immediately go into level 1, and that is almost like 4k damage, which is honestly not bad. You could go into heavy kick Tatsu, and that works, and that's decent carry. You can obviously go into medium Tatsu, and medium Tatsu did get buffed so that it actually worked on this very specific juggle, and that is decent corner carry, by the way, right? That's not bad. This now also works where you could drive rush, so you can like drive rush into heavy punch, and I'm pretty sure maybe you can even get like double of them. Let's actually try. Maybe another crouching heavy punch. Okay, so back heavy kick will most likely work. Yeah, maybe there is something there. So I think this could have some uses, especially with the fact that you are just raw getting a drive rush follow-up. I'm pretty sure there will be some like really insane combo situations. Maybe we can do like EX Tatsu into heavy. Yeah. Honestly, this does open up some door, and it does insane corner carry. But here's the thing. If I'm going for punish counter crouching heavy punch into that, that is 8 frames, so that does give him like really good fast punishes. Why wouldn't I just go for heavy kick? Like, I can get that, right? Which is still good damage, and that's meterless, right? Like, meterless, you are getting like if you got punish counter heavy kick into that is 3k meterless. Or obviously, if you have even more frame advantage, you could go for something like this, and obviously gonna be more near the corner. So I don't know. It seems like it's an interesting combo tool. I can see it leading to some cool stuff, but I don't know. So the big nerf to Akuma, the one that actually is significant in my opinion, is the fact that they nerfed his crouching medium kick, right? Where this used to be +1, now it is only 0. And this means that if Akuma drive rushes into it, it's only +4. So he used to be able to do that into light kick, but not anymore. Like, this is only now combo on a counter hit. So this used to work naturally, now it's not. But the impact here is that crouching medium kick into the OD Adamant Flame, this doesn't combo anymore. This is actually significant. This is actually significant because there were situations where you got like a far range crouching medium punch, and this was like your combo, go-to combo, but this is now not gonna work. Right, this is not gonna work. And I guess you can replace for heavy punch, but I think crouching medium kick had a little bit more range. I'm not sure, but I'm sure there were situations here, like some punishes where you needed that, but just raw in the neutral. The thing with OD Adamant Flame, especially if we're kind of near the corner like that, is that this was pretty much like a safe buffer because OD Adamant Flame is safe, and if you happen to get the hit, this would lead to massive damage. Well, not massive because crouching medium kick does scale things a little bit, but it used to lead into like pretty good damage, right? But now this is not gonna work anymore, which is a huge buff for Akuma. And honestly, it's kind of like a surprising nerf, I meant nerf. Honestly, it's kind of like a surprising nerf to Akuma. I get that the solar plexus nerf to Ryu is probably big, but I don't know. This feels more impactful to me. Anyways, Bison got buffed. Can you actually believe it? Like, I am a Bison player and I'm shocked that they actually buffed him. So what changed with Bison? Well, it's actually a decent buff. So the first one is to his Psycho Mine, where now they made it so that on block, this is gonna be +9. This used to be +6, now it's +9. So at +9, Bison gets even stronger pressure afterwards. He gets even stronger frame traps because back heavy kick is pretty much guaranteed. So you are shipping at their drive even more. See, like that is 1.5 drive gauge absolutely gone. So that actually is a pretty big buff for Bison, right? And this, I think this also is pretty good because there were some situations where you needed that. Like say you do, well, I'm gonna go into it a little bit later, but say that you do that. Right now you're doing even more drive, so that's cool. So the second buff to him is a buff to specifically like the medium punch Psycho Mine, and with the explosion, right, where now they floating closer to Bison, right? So when you put in the mine and then you go for the medium version, they are flying a little bit closer to Bison, and this lets him now get follow-ups where I think he can get sweep, which is pretty alright. He can get, let's actually put it mid screen. He can get even like a level 1 super now. Major life, Hebrews, nightmare. Now, this is gonna work with the change that I mentioned. Let's actually make Bison's playable player 1 character. And let's put Akuma as a second one. Because this will play a lot into some of his post knockdown pressure. The thing with Bison is that a lot of the time you will knock them down and then you will drive rush crouching medium kick into the heavy mine. And this was a really cool sequence, right? So the idea is knock them down into that because this combo's on hit, right? And could be good. And if they happen to block after the first hit, that was still like a pretty good advantageous situation for you, right? Because you are shipping a lot at their drive. So that was good. The issue is that crouching medium kick into Psycho Mine had a gap where they could OD uppercut, right? So this have a gap in it where Akuma can OD uppercut, but now with a buff to the medium punch, this is a block string, right? And and if he happened to get hit, I'm still getting decent reward, right? I'm still getting level 1 super knee press nightmare. So this actually is a huge buff to Bison. Like, I can't believe they actually buffed Bison, but they did. So I'm happy, right? They buffed Bison, they buffed Viper. Mura is eating with this patch. I love it. Next up is a change to his Devil Reverse. Pretty much they reduced how much you can steer it forward, and this obviously is a nerf because it does affect his ability to bait anti-air uppercuts, but I still think it's gonna work decently fine, right? We're gonna have to test this, but he can't move forward as much. Now the final change is a change to his level 2 super, where this used to be 26 frame startup, now it's 24, and what this does is that it makes it combo grounded out of a back heavy kick, which this didn't used to work before, right? Before, the only way to combo into his level 2 was to use a crouching heavy punch, right? But this now opens up the door for some this gives him some new routes, right? Like, you can go for the amazing like drive rush loops, right, where now this is actually gonna work. So I guess that's pretty cool, because crouching heavy punch is kind of finicky, maybe sometimes it doesn't work, so that is a good quality of life change. Overall, I'm surprised as heck by these two changes. I'm surprised that Akuma got this much of a huge nerf to his crouching medium kick, and I'm surprised they buffed Bison, but I'll take it.